Listen to the expressions of a true poet's innermost feelings of tender affection, nostalgic longing, limitless compassion for all. Supreme Master Ching Hai's newest poetry collection, The Love of Centuries, glorifies this richest of sentiments while showing that love is our shared essence and the highest universal principle to follow for our planet's elevation.
To celebrate The Love of Centuries world premiere on April 10th, 2011 in California, USA, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association and Supreme Master Television presented a concert titled The Love of Centuries, Love is Eternal, bringing together world-class composers and performers, dignitaries, and the public.
Enchanting songs by gifted and eminent composers such as Oscar and 5-time Emmy-winning Mr. Bill Conti, 2-time Oscar winner Mr. Al Kasha, Grammy winner Mr. Bill Cunliffe, and multi-platinum singer and songwriter Ms. Donna Lewis were debuted at this artistic extravaganza. Acclaimed vocalists gracing the stage included Tony Award winner Ms. Karen Ziamba, Grammy nominee Ms. Denise Donatelli, sopranos Ms. Georgia Fermanti, Ms. Kerry Walsh and Ms. Myra Grayland, Emmy nominee Mr. Doug Katsaros, Ms. Elisa Mary, Ms. Ngok Ha and more.
A further source of delight was the vibrant Agape International Choir, led by Dr. Ricky Byers-Beckwith, along with colorful dance groups of diverse styles. In addition, distinguished speakers, including Emmy Award-winning filmmaker Mr. Lionel Friedberg and Indian Parliament member Ms. Maneka Gandhi, offered their reflections on the evening's theme and Supreme Master Ching Hai's The Love of Centuries.
As the highlight of the grand multicultural event, the poet and guest of honor, Supreme Master Ching Hai, graciously shared via live video conference her spiritual insights on poetry and love.
Love is vital, and love poetry is vital because it will bring us closer together as a planetary community, as siblings of the same family. Love, 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 love. Love is really all that we need to have on this planet in order to have peace, to bring heaven onto our earth.
We now invite you to enjoy the first parts of the live concert celebration of Supreme Master Ching Hai's poetry collection, The Love of Centuries, Love is Eternal.
The Love of Centuries is Supreme Master Ching Hai's treasured gift to humanity and to all poetry lovers.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is a world-renowned advocate for global compassion who has consistently offered compelling spiritual insight. She is a vegan and has devoted her life to alleviating suffering that exists in our world, exhibiting a deep love for all of Earth's citizens, and indeed for our animal co-inhabitants as well as Mother Earth herself. Later this evening we will have the privilege and honour to meet poet Supreme Master Ching Hai via a live video link.
I'm really excited to speak with Supreme Master tonight.
Yes, me too. I just can't wait.
Well, glorifying love through art, music, dance, and life is the theme of our celebration. And as the show proceeds, you will witness the emergence of a compelling vision of our purpose here on planet Earth. Well, that purpose, in just a word, is love.
With Supreme Master's book, The Love of Centuries, we will travel back in time to the distant history of past lives and onward into a hopeful future through joyful songs and graceful dances from a variety of performers. Sprinkled throughout this artistic presentation will be inspiring commentaries from an assortment of prominent dignitaries.
Through this journey, we will uncover the grace that is our inner greatness and our cosmic connection to the divine universe. Through this journey, we will discover the love of centuries that we have always yearned for.
Today's celebration will open with a prayer from the heart, a moving composition titled Make Me Stronger. It's composed by the Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith, who is a vegan, and his charming companion, Ricky Byers Beckwith, the Director of Music for the Agape International Choir.
Formed in 1988, the Agape International Choir features 200 singers, and under the direction of Ricky Byers Beckwith, the choir has appeared in numerous television, film, and benefit performances.
Prestigious venues where the choir has performed include the Lincoln Center, the United Nations, the Hollywood Bowl, the John Anson Ford Theatre, the UCLA's Royce Hall, among others. The Agape International Choir is a part of the Agape International Spiritual Center founded by the Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith.
Make Me Stronger will be performed by the talented Ricky Byers Beckwith and the 50-member choir. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ricky Beckwith and the Agape International Choir with a warm round of applause.
This day I awoke with a passion in my heart, a feeling of longing, a thirst so strong. I want to be better, an opening for God to make me stronger. This day I awoke with a passion in my heart, a feeling of longing, a thirst so strong. I want to be better, an opening for God to make me stronger. My prayer today is for courage to be what the Holy Spirit intends for me. I want to be better, an opening for God to make me stronger. Make me patient when I worry. Make me calm where there is strife. Make me loving when my heart is hard. Make me forgiving when I would be right. Make me forgiving. My prayer today is for courage to be what the Holy Spirit intends for me. I want to be better, an opening for God to make me stronger. Stronger to reveal more peace. I must be patient to reveal more love. I stronger. This is my prayer today, oh God.
Very powerful lyrics and a wonderful way to begin each day.
Yes, indeed.
Now that the Agape International Choir has infused the house with a lively spirit, we would like to thank everyone for spending your valuable time with us today for the launch of Supreme Master Ching Hai's The Love of Centuries Poetry Anthology.
Without further ado, we would like to introduce our first guest speaker, Mr. Lionel Friedberg. Mr. Friedberg is an Emmy Award-winning documentary film director who has written and produced films for Animal Planet, CBS, PBS, the History Channel, the Discovery Channel, and National Geographic. Mr. Friedberg has 18 credits as director of photography and has worked all over the world on both dramatic and nonfiction productions.
Mr. Friedberg has earned awards too numerous to list. As a director, writer, producer, and cinematographer, Mr. Friedberg is also a vegan and has been active in animal welfare movement. Please join me in a warm welcome for Mr. Lionel Friedberg.
Thank you very much for that welcome. Yeah, I think the event taking place here today is really about something very special. It's about creativity. You know, the creative imperative drives us to bring into being something which wasn't there before, to refine, to interpret, to elevate reality to new levels, to new dimensions. Creativity comes from a very special place within us. It's not only an intellectual process, but one that takes its essence from the deepest realms of our being. The fuel that makes it happen is our passion. And surely one of the primary components of passion is love. Love. It's only a very short four-letter word, yet it embodies the most noble and enduring capabilities of our species. Love compels us to create. Love cements relationships. It binds one person to another. It's the fuel that sustains the care of a parent for a child. Love is the force that lifts your spirit when you perceive the subtle beauties of life around you. Love is the joy you experience when you gather with family and friends to celebrate an important occasion. Love is what you see in the eyes of a grandparent gazing at the eyes of a grandchild. It's in the sparkling laughter of a child. And love is even what you sense when a garden bursts into blossoms because of seeds that you have personally sown and nurtured with your own hands. Love is difficult to define, yet it's one of the most profound of human emotions. It's in the sound of voices of people who are close to your heart. It's in the gentle purr of a kitten on your lap. And it's even in the warmth of a smile on a stranger whom you've never met before. Love is what defines our reaction when we clutch the hand of a partner, when we look up at the infinity of the stars, when we sense the wind, or yearn for that special somebody when they're not around. Wherever and whenever emotions go to deep, mystical places, there you will find love. Many have tried to explain it, to expound on it, to define it. Yet love is a mysterious, wondrous, elusive thing. We can't really ever know it. I guess we can only feel it, experience it. Beethoven, Brahms, Bach expressed it in musical terms. So did the Beatles, the Beach Boys, the Bee Gees. Shakespeare, Shelley and Shaw put it into words. So did Mark Twain, Khalil Gibran, and the authors of the world's holy books. Michelangelo, Monet, Matisse gave it form in art, on canvas, and in marble. Love is in the teachings of Gautama Buddha, of Christ, and of the saints and sages of many religious paths around the world. And it's one of the fundamental truths taught by Supreme Master Ching Hai. Love is everywhere, and yet despite its potency and its power, I guess there can never really be enough of it. Perhaps at its deepest level, love is composed of two core elements: care and compassion. Love isn't only about affection and emotional affinity, but about concern for others, about empathy, in short, about compassion. Aristotle and Thomas Aquinas both defined love as the desire to will the good of another being. Who better then to offer up a lesson for a modern audience, a modern world, than Master Ching Hai herself? Her love for others and for this planet is a guiding beacon for those in search of meaning in their lives, and indeed for all who care about society at large, as well as this precious blue planet of ours. Her new book, The Love of Centuries, is filled with tenderness, with concern, with compassion. There's great depth in what she writes. Her words carry messages of happiness, of the vastness of the universe, of glad tidings, and of inner serenity. But there is pain and vulnerability in what she says too. She doesn't place herself above and beyond the plane of mortals. She expresses human emotions with which we can all identify. Many of the poems in her new book were written when she was still very young. They display the susceptibilities and the fragilities of youth. They tell us of a land devastated by war and violence. They speak of sadness and loss. They express the full range of emotions we all experience as we discover the world around us. The original language of most of the works in the book was Alosis, a tongue spoken in Vietnam, the land where Master Ching Hai was born. But the words make the transition to English most effectively. They carry a universal essence, and they reveal common truths, all of them as relevant in our contemporary culture as they were when they were first written. What struck me as I read the poems was the very strong theme of compassion that ran through all of them. From childhood to adulthood, Master Ching Hai clearly embraced profound ethical and moral concepts. In the poem entitled Please Wake Up, she invites us to share her love for this magnificent planet, a planet now in peril and in desperate need of healing and repair. In When You Said You Loved Me, she puts into words what true love really means to two people who care for each other. In Words of a Piglet, written when she was in her late 20s, she expresses feelings that uphold the sanctity of life, for all beings. And those words tell us what it's like to be an animal in a heartless, carnivorous world. In December last year, I had the privilege of spending a little time with Master Ching Hai personally. was an amazing experience. We were in Cancun, Mexico, for the Greenest Heroes Gala celebration. That was an event organized to coincide with the United Nations Climate Change Conference, with the intention of addressing global warming and the critical environmental issues now facing our planet. As indeed in so many of those occasions, these important events, the Supreme Master Television Network was there. I applaud them for their involvement in the issues that concern us all. In Mexico, I had the opportunity to witness Master Ching Hai's humility, her generosity, and her wonderfully great sense of humor. She kept us all laughing right through a 2-hour brunch. She exuded love, love in all its forms: warmth, kindness, understanding, affection, and a deep connection to the very pulse beat of Mother Earth. The love of centuries of the work that stands as a tribute to the elevated soul who wrote it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us celebrate the publication of this marvelous little anthology. It radiates what this world desperately needs more of: love. I personally thank you, Master Ching Hai, for your wonderful words. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Friedberg. That was a very stirring and profound speech. Thank you again. For better or worse, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, for as long as you both shall live. Consider how often these words of commitment and fidelity have been spoken in the bonds of matrimony. Then consider that these words are spoken from the consciousness of the soul. The soul within every being knows nothing but this type of love and devotion, the love that transcends space and time.
Supreme Master Ching Hai captures the bliss and the intense romance that flourishes in the spirit of love, in the love of centuries. Our next performance is an adaptation of Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem, which is also the title of her new book, The Love of Centuries. We're pleased to introduce Bill Cunliffe, a prominent American composer, arranger, and jazz pianist, a Grammy Award winner and 3-time nominee.
He has charted 3 albums with Warner Discovery Records in nationwide jazz polls and worked with many jazz legends as well as Frank Sinatra. Mr. Cunliffe was the 1989 winner of the Thelonious Monk Jazz Piano Award and recipient of the National Endowment for the Arts, while his books have become standard references for jazz.
Acclaimed for his innovative recordings and compositions, Mr. Cunliffe received a Grammy Award for arranging his phenomenal West Side Story medley.
Giorgia Fiumanti is a renowned Italian soprano who is also a vegetarian. She has shared the stage with Jose Carreras of the Three Tenors, pop icon Wei Wei, and Italian rock star Zucchero.
Ms. Fiumanti has performed for the Beijing Olympics for CCTV, the Special Olympics, the US National Hockey League, and numerous dignitaries including US governors and mayors.
Talented singer as well as a caring humanitarian, Ms. Fiumanti has participated in many charity concerts.
And we're in for a treat today. Bill Cunliffe and Giorgia Fiumanti will combine their musical talents to present an original composition based on Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem, The Love of centuries. The song will be sung by Ms. Fumanti, accompanied by Mr. Cunliffe on the piano.
And this will be followed by another of Mr. Cunliffe's original compositions based on Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem, A Word with the Buddha Stone Statue, which Ms. Fumanti will perform for us as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the talented Bill Cunliffe and Georgia Fumanti with a warm round of applause.
Thank you. I'm really grateful to Supreme Master Ching Hai for the opportunity to set her beautiful poetry, and I'd like to present to you the lovely Georgia Fumanti.
Resting under the shining stars, my thoughts are for the one from planets afar. Space and time divide not our secret love. My heart withered, waiting from centuries long. Traveling with the clouds to distant realms, you spread your love throughout the cosmos. While live in my heart, alone a dream. Oh, the memory of eyes, like the eyes of ocean, like brilliant stars that light up my soul. Velvet hair like golden clouds at twilight, weaving dreams of a love. Joy reach even the farthest galaxy. But in the corner of your eyes, thousands of stars stand silent, you and I, familiar yet strange. Oh, what to say? So distanced by the lies of beyond, infinite space, eternal time, wondrous affinity, gone forever.
Thank you so much. It's a real pleasure and a real honor to be here and to sing from my heart this wonderful poem of the great Supreme Master Ching Hai with this wonderful composer like Bill Conley. I feel really, really honored, and thank you to God to send me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgia. For this next poem, A Word with the Buddhist Stone Statue, I immediately thought of Japan and the terrible, terrible things that they are going through. And I'll quote from the lyric, "Weep no more, O Buddha, the world's full of misery." And we really pray that things return to normal for the Japanese people and that the Buddha can smile again. Here again is Georgia Fumanti, A Word with the Buddha Stone Statue.
Please weep no more, O Buddha. This world full of misery, the heart out and restless forest, and our tears a turbulent ocean. Let us return home, O Buddha, wherefore we remain on this shore. Day by day, rain or shine, all begins in hardship mild. Joy and sorrow hand in hand, who is crying? Who is caring? Is a Buddha, despair no more. Pleasures of this world are few in store. The sun rises, the night descends. Beloved Buddha, be no more despondent. Oh Buddha, let us take our leave. Rain or shine, all begins in hardship mild. Joy and sorrow hand in hand, who is crying? Who is caring? Loving Buddha, despair no more. Pleasures of of this world are few in store. The sun rises, then they descend. Beloved Buddha, be no more despondent. Oh Buddha, let us take our leave. Let us take our leave.
Wow, that was great.
Wow, amazing performances. Thank you, Mr. Cunliffe, and the lovely Miss Fumanti. Thank you very much. We are very fortunate to have so many talented musicians and singers who have come to share in the joy of launching Supreme Master Ching Hai's new book.
Yes, I'm eagerly looking forward to the rest of the evening, especially the live video conference with poet Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is in the days of our youth that love for our homeland is cultivated. Memories are but gifts of the mind to take us home in a quiet time.
In the love of centuries, Supreme Master Ching Hai paints vivid pictures of the homeland. It is as if one is transported back in time to experience the wonderful relationships and the delightful memories of friends and family. How important such experiences are. For nostalgic moments are the doorway through which we can step back into time where once again the enchantment of youth glows in our hearts and minds.
Inspired by Supreme Master Ching Hai's poems, Robin Chiang, a talented young vegan and composer, music producer, has adapted a number of them into music. To date, he has composed and arranged hundreds of songs, media music, film scores, as well as releasing 2 CD albums.
In recent years, he uses music to advocate a healthy and sustainable lifestyle. Currently, he is the composer and director of Studio Feathery Brothers. For today's celebration, Robin has adapted Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem, My Home, into music, which will be performed by Moira Grayland.
Moira Grayland is a gifted concert harpist and award-winning Celtic singer. Over the past 20 years, Ms. Grayland's talents have delighted audiences the world over. She has performed for such dignitaries as Dianne Feinstein and Hillary Clinton.
Her album, Avalon's Daughter, has received wide acclaim, and her performances been described as angelic and having an ethereal element.
Let us welcome Moira Grayland, who will sing My Home.
cozy little home perches on the hillside, soothing breeze and gentle clouds drift upon the sky. Fragrant flowers and grass so green perfume the air. Pine trees hum enchantingly to the dance of moon goddesses fair. Butterflies frolic in the scented garden, flowers adorning the tender branches, pink, yellow, crimson, violet, peach. Oh, so aromatic, all the way to the heavens, all the way to the heavens. Radiantly the moon glows on the green peak, borne on the air a song of peace. Golden melody rises to the wind, into the clear sky, so soothing. The forest fell into the Tarzan embrace, enfolding your dainty steps, splitting dreamy days. In the distance, the ocean chimes with poetry, singing with me on this eve of fantasy. In spring, wildflowers blanket the mountain. In summer, cicadas croon to a sweet reverie. In autumn, canary-colored leaves embroider the windows. In winter, flames sing cheerfully in the warm fire. All 4 seasons, flowers bloom in my heart. Everywhere clouds approach in greeting. Loving friends make the heart grow fonder. Animals and birds mingle like close acquaintances. Bring out the moon-shaped lute. Sound a delightful musical chord. Spirits soar with the songs of love. All my heart follows the music's rhythm. Fa la la la, fa la. Fa la la la, tra la. Fa la la la, tra la. Fa la la, tra la.
That was great. I wish I could sing like that.
Miss Graylin has an incredible voice.
Yes. Well, Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem, My Home, has been the inspiration for another musician to adapt it into music. This time, Mr. Bao Chen, an accomplished pianist, composer, and choreographer from Olac.
Performing My Home in Alex C's Vietnamese will be Ms. Ngoc Ha a gifted singer and recording artist with many widely acclaimed albums. One of the successful singers today, Ms. Ngọc Ha, has been the recipient of various awards. Let's welcome Ms. Ngọc Ha, who will be performing My Home, Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem set to music by composer Bao Chang.
Nhà tôi nhỏ nhỏ ở ven đồi, gió nhẹ mây đen dãi lưng trời, hoa ngàn có nỗi thơm chung phương, thông reo lời lời vào nghe thương. Mùa xuân hoa dại nở khắp đồi, gió hạ du du giấc trưa nằm, thu về lá vàng theo đầy sóng, đông sang lửa reo vui bếp hồng. Trăng người trên núi xinh vang lời ca an bình, nhạc vang theo gió lên, êm êm vào trời thấy, mang ra cây đàn nguyệt rung lên điệu tình tang, lòng rộn ràng cung thương, tim hoa nhịp theo đàn. Rừng xưa khép vào lòng con đường, gót thầy ôm nghiêng giấc mơ ngày, ra về hát chiều vọng ấm thơ, cùng tôi ngân nga trong chiều mơ. Nhà tôi nhỏ nhỏ ở ven đồi, gió nhẹ mây đen dãi lưng trời, hoa ngàn có nỗi thơm chung phương, thông reo lời lời vào nghe thương. Mùa xuân hoa dại nở khắp đồi, gió hạ du du giấc trưa nằm, thu về lá vàng theo đầy sóng, đông sang lửa reo vui bếp hồng. Trăng người trên núi xinh vang lời ca an bình, nhạc vang theo gió lên, êm êm vào trời thấy, mang ra cây đàn nguyệt rung lên điệu tình tang, lòng rộn ràng cung thương, tim hoa nhịp theo đàn. Rừng xưa khép vào lòng con đường, gót thầy ôm nghiêng giấc mơ ngày, ra về
Con kính chào sư phụ. Con cảm ơn sư phụ đã sáng tác ca khúc My Home mà hôm nay con được một vinh hạnh thể hiện cùng với tất cả quý vị. Hôm nay xin cảm ơn sư phụ.
Now, I don't understand Vietnamese, but that sounded beautiful.
It was beautiful to hear the same poem presented in another language. Ladies and gentlemen, the following performances will be focused on the theme of love for all beings. All life forms or beings are the presence of the divine. Therefore, there is kinship and interdependency within all forms of life.
In The Love of Centuries, Supreme Master Ching Hai gives poignant voice to some loving animal beings, a puppy, a hen, a piglet. Who better to convey the sentient nature of our animal friends than a telepathic animal communicator who works with them on a daily basis?
Ms. Dexter Del Monte is a highly talented and internationally known telepathic animal communicator from Los Angeles, California. An artist, teacher, and longtime practitioner of meditation, Ms. Del Monte has taught thousands of school children how to care for and communicate with animals, as well as introducing them to art, yoga, and meditation.
She also helps to resolve behavioral problems, communicates to animals in spirit, helps to locate missing animals, and facilitates emotional and physical healing for both human caretakers and our animal friends. Adhering to the principle of ahimsa, or non-violence, Ms. Del Monte lives a vegan lifestyle and avoids all animal products. Today, Ms. Del Monte will share some words with us on the divinity of animals. Let's welcome Dexter Del Monte with a warm round of applause.
Hello. I'd like you all to close your eyes for a moment. Get comfortable and just close your eyes. Okay? Everybody take a nice deep breath. Hold your breath. Bring light up into your head and out the crown. And exhale very slowly, pulling your navel into your spine very gently. Now inhale again, filling the abdomen with air, filling it like a balloon. Bring the air up, the breath up. Focus at the point between your eyes. And exhale all the breath out. And inhale one more time. And exhale. Breathe normally. Keep your eyes closed. Feel the contact of your skin against your clothes as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And open your eyes. This is what animals do not have to do, because our animals are already in that eternal, vast space. For the most part, animals stay in that present moment awareness. We don't. We have a lot of chatter in our minds. And the Buddhists refer to it as monkey mind, because our mind swings from one thought to the next. Very rarely are we present. We're lost in the future and we're lost in the past. We're not here now. So our minds aren't receptive, and our animals are always talking to us, but we don't hear them. The first time I heard animals, way before I was doing this professionally, my mind was focused and relaxed. I was writing and my pen ran out of ink. So I was walking through the house looking for a pen, and all of a sudden I heard this voice, very distinct and clear. I heard, "Look out, I'm down here." And I looked down, and there was my cat Bubby. He was just laid out there, stretched out, just staring back at me. He stopped me from trampling him. And animals are always trying to get through to us, and they'll do a lot to get our attention. I was really stressed out, and I was scattered and doing too many things at once. And all of a sudden, my cat walked in front of me, and right in front of me, he peed right there on the rug. And because I do this work, I knew he was trying to tell me something. And so I looked at him and I thanked him. And I said, "I got it. I have to slow down." And I did. And he didn't do it again. So listen to your animals. They're really trying to get through to you. Animals are here to wake us up. They want to bring us back into that present moment awareness. Because when you're there, there's a flow. And you all know that flow. You've been there when your day is magical and everything goes right and there's no lines in the grocery store and you get through traffic and you get where you're going on time. And if you notice your mind states at these times, you'll notice there's no resistance in your mind, there's no anger, there's just acceptance. You don't have any fear, you don't have any doubt or worry. So this is what our animals are trying to tell us. They want us to surrender and they want us to trust. And they want us to stop and smell the flowers. We just take on way too much. When I began my Zen practice in 1994, I was living with cats, a lot of them at the time, but I realized that they had all the virtues that I wanted to cultivate. Patience, kindness, understanding, generosity, playfulness, forgiveness, loyalty, compassion, poise, confidence, and a huge capacity to love. These are the things that animals are here to teach us. They're truly our Zen masters. And it was at this time I took vows to not create suffering for others and to not take life. So that's when I became vegan. Because how could I continue eating meat and wearing animals when I know how they think and feel and have opinions no different than me, no different than you. They grieve, they love their families, they cherish their lives just like you cherish yours. And despite the cruelty and suffering that they have to endure in the hands of humans, they go on loving us. They hold nothing against us. They love us without judging, and that's divine love. They have divine love for us. They allow us to experience our true nature. Our true nature is love, but we have so much fear and so much doubt and worry in our minds, we're not always in touch with that. And so our animals, they're always bringing us back, bringing us back, bringing us back. If we treat each other as our animals treat us, the world would really be a much kinder place. They're not pets, they're our companions and our colleagues. And they're helping us to take us away from the darkness and into the light. And they're helping us to open our eyes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Del Monte, for that insightful speech. It would be so wonderful if all beings can communicate with each other. Then love and peace would flourish on this beautiful blue planet.
I absolutely agree. Our next performer is a well-known vegan singer, songwriter in South Korea. Excellent Sue. He is the president of Kongnamul Entertainment, as well as a journalist and TV show host. He fell in love with Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem, A Puppy's Heart, and was inspired to adapt it into music.
Joining us today, all the way from South Korea, Mr. Sue will be accompanied by the Vegan Rainbow Dream Chorus, our Supreme Master Ching Hai's International Association members. And we're in for a treat. They're going to perform in Korean. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Excellent Sue and the Rainbow Dream Chorus.
평생의 주인이죠. 낮에는 하루 종일 기다리고 밤엔 당신을 지켜요. 당신은 내 전부, 내겐 당신뿐이에요. 당신을 영원토록 사랑해요. 이게 바로 내 마음이에요. 이게 바로 강아지의
Thank you, Mr. Sue and the Rainbow Dream Chorus. That was a beautiful, lively performance. Thank you very much. Our next performers are Tony Award winner Karen Ziemba and Emmy nominee Doug Kitsaros. They will be performing two original compositions by two-time Oscar winner Al Kasha. It Is Not So, My Love, and Old Lover, based on Supreme Master Ching Hai's poems.
Mr. Al Kasha is a tremendously gifted composer, producer, and lyricist whose successful compositions have been sung by some of the most acclaimed singers spanning the past 5 decades. A record producer at age 22, he would be responsible for the signing of Aretha Franklin, Neil Diamond, Steve Lawrence and Eddie Gourmet, Andy Williams, The Grateful Dead, and Janis Joplin.
In film music, Mr. Kasha's magical collaboration, the late songwriter Mr. Joel Hirschhorn gave birth to fabulous songs like the 2 Oscar-winning songs The Morning After from the Poseidon Adventure and We May Never Love Like This Again from the Towering Inferno. Another of Mr. Kasha's well-loved works is his score for animated classic film All Dogs Go to Heaven. His brilliance then carried over to television and musicals, with David Copperfield's 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, which made him a Tony nominee.
Also to his credit are 2 more Academy Award nominations, 2 Grammy nominations, 4 Golden Globe nominations, the People's Choice Award, and this year the Special Crystal Teddy Award for Lifetime Achievement. It must be also noted that Mr. Al Kasha is a best-selling author, music publisher, and a motivational speaker who shares his faith in God while continuing the wonderful gifts of music.
A talented and prolific composer, Doug Kitsaros has worked with Grammy Award-winning artists, respected Broadway and record producers, major television stations such as ABC, NBC, PBS, as well as stars like Elton John, Bon Jovi, and Donny Osmond.
Judy Collins and rock bands like Kiss have relied on Doug to help them sculpt their distinctive sounds.
In addition to composing, Mr. Kitsaros is also an arranger, conductor, and vocalist, who has been recognized for his talents with an Emmy nomination. Karen Ziemba is a talented singer, actress, and dancer. She is a Tony Award-winning performer and one of Broadway's most versatile and sought-after, especially recognized for her role in a production of Contact at the Lincoln Theatre Center.
Ms. Ziemba's other Broadway appearances include Chicago, A Chorus Line, and Never Gonna Dance, which garnered the Outer Critics Circle Award and a Tony nomination. Her performance in Contact at Lincoln Center Theater was awarded with the Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Musical, the Drama Desk Award, and Outer Critics Circle Award. Additionally, she has received 3 other Tony nominations.
At New York City Opera and regional theatres, she's played leading roles in many other famous performances. Ms. Ziemba's magnetic presence has also been seen on television and other places such as on PBS, NBC Productions, The Producers, and Alec Baldwin's film Shortcut to Happiness.
Doug Kitsaros and Karen Ziemba will first sing together the song It Is Not So, My Love. It will be followed by Old Lover with Miss Ziemba as vocalist, accompanied on the piano by Mr. Casares. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Karen Ziemba and Doug Casares.
So my love, we are not strangers. It is not so my love, our affection once was tender, faded beyond purple clouds. Traces of birds in flight, the Holy Spirit still alive with sacred light.
So my love, we're not of the earthly race. It is not so my love, we are from a magnificent palace. Time and again, lost in this labyrinth, immersed in vicissitudes and heaven so distant.
Deepest dimension.
Thank you. Thank you, Walter. So wonderful conga player. I'd like to thank Supreme Master Ching Hai for her beautiful words and melding them with the music of such gifted composers. It's quite an honor to be up here today with Douglas and these incredible musicians. And I just love that Supreme Master Ching Hai's words are simple, clear, and from the heart. After I learned these songs, I can't forget them. They always stay with me. And thank you for that.
The ocean's dark, and in my heart something is shimmering, a dream that refuses to be just another dream. I am afraid it reminds me too much of someone who is so deep in my entire being.
Thank you, Ms. Ziamba and Mr. Casaro. Thank you for that beautiful performance. Bravo! Ladies and gentlemen, next we'll have some heartwarming messages from around the world. Many of our guests were unable to join us for today's book launch, celebrating as they hail from far corners of the world.
We are happy to share with you a video compilation of some of the messages our friends have sent to congratulate Supreme Master Ching Hai on the new book release, The Love of Centuries. Because of limited time, we've only selected a few for today's event, so let us watch them now.
Greetings, Supreme Master Ching Hai. Congratulations on your new poetry book, The Love of the Centuries. I wish you the best of luck with your new book.
It is with profound joy that I read of your latest book of poetry, The Love of Centuries.
首先恭贺青海无上师这一本旷世情人大作的发表，它可以启迪我們心靈嘅開拓，希望這次新書嘅發表會順利成功。
咁好多謝咧，係青海無上師咧呢本嘅《曠世情人》呢本咁好嘅書嚇，係啦，咁咧就係祝賀青海無上師啦呢個新書發佈會嚇，《曠世情人》呢本新書嚇一齊成功嚇，吃素環保來救地球。
안녕하십니까. 저는 대한민국 국회의원 한기호입니다. 미국 캘리포니아 세리토스에서 열리는 The Love of Centuries 콘서트 개최를 축하드립니다. 인류와 동물에 대한 가득한 사랑이 시와 음악을 통해 지구촌 가족들의 마음속에 사랑과 평화의 메시지가 전해지길 진심으로 기원합니다.
Энэ үн мөнхийн хайр хэмээхийн сайхан номыг дэлхийн өнцөг булан бүрт байгаа бүх хүмүүс ямар ч шашин шүтлэг хэл соёлтой байлгаагүй олж уншаасаа хэмээн би хүснэ. Энэ номыг хэрвээ хүн бүхэн ширээнийхээ ном болгож уншиж байвал үүний утга агуулгыг нь ойлгож явбал энэ дэлхийн ертөнц дэваажин болно.
Eu queria cumprimentar mais uma vez a Suprema Mestra Ching Hai. Desta vez pela autoria do seu livro de poemas. Eu gostaria de estar presente, infelizmente não posso, mas fica aqui o meu carinho, o meu amor, o meu respeito e minha admiração. Que todos sigam a sua orientação. Parabéns mais uma vez.
Eu gostaria de parabenizar a Suprema Mestra Ching Hai por esse livro. Eu desejo todo sucesso com esse material e que ele possa trazer mais conforto, mais sensibilidade para todas as pessoas que estão em contato com ele. Meus parabéns e um forte abraço.
Hola, un saludo desde Cancún, Quintana Roo, México. Quiero enviar un cordial saludo a todos ustedes que se encuentran en esta gran convención, en esta reunión en el Cerrito, California. Para todos ustedes, lo mejor de México, nuestra calidez, nuestra cortesía, nuestro cariño. Y de manera especial una felicitación a la Maestra Suprema Ching Hai, una sincera felicitación también para usted, Maestra Suprema, por este gran libro que deja de legado a la humanidad, un libro de poemas. La escritura nace del alma, la poesía del corazón. En este libro, El amor de los siglos deja plasmado su corazón lleno de amor para todos los habitantes de la tierra.
Un cariñoso saludo desde Cancún, Quintana Roo, para la Suprema Maestra Ching Hai, que sabemos que todo lo hace con ese gran amor. Le enviamos de todo corazón un abrazo para todos ustedes y especialmente para usted, Maestra Ching Hai.
Greetings from Chicago. I am Commissioner Frank Avila of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. Congratulations, Supreme Master Ching Hai, on the release of your new poem book, The Love of Centuries. I wish you a successful and fruitful book launch in Cerrito, California. God bless you, and may peace be with you always.
Hi, my name is Christine Vardaros. I'm a professional cyclist living here in Belgium, and I just read a few poems from Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, The Love of Centuries, and I was absolutely blown away. My favorite is Please Wake Up. What I loved most about these poems is that they're written from a place of passion and a place of love for absolutely everything.
Dear Supreme Master Ching Hai, it's a great pleasure to talk to you again. And I would like to congratulate you very, very much with your beautiful new book, Love of the Centuries, with the most touching poems.
Вы знаете, дорогие друзья, мне сейчас очень сильно повезло, потому что я в руках держу потрясающую книгу Supreme Master Ching Hai, которая называется The Love of Centuries. Вы знаете, и вот, наверное, в завершении своего интервью и своих слов я хотела бы исполнить песню. У нас на Руси очень был распространен такой жанр, как духовный стих. И вот если вы позволите, я спою вам маленький куплет. Подарил и боженька мне тебя, дороженька, хожу по свету я, ни на что не сетуя.
As we have just taken a little journey around the world with the video congratulatory messages from our kind-hearted friends, ladies and gentlemen, in keeping with the international flavor, our next performance is going to be in French.
Oh, wonderful. I get to practice my French. C'est mon jour de chance.
You speak French? I didn't know that.
Only for today.
I'm sure I will learn a few French words today from the next song. Our next performers, Marie-Josée Rose-Levoix and Sylvain Lemay, a vegan, will partner tonight to perform To Prince, a poem by Supreme Master Ching Hai, adapted to music by Mr. Lemay.
A multidisciplinary artist in the performing arts, Mr. Lemmy is a guitarist, pianist, harmonica player, and a singer-songwriter. He is also an author, actor, and director in theatre.
Marie-Josée Rose-Levoix, a talented Canadian ballet dancer and singer, is currently working on the release of her new album, Banshee, where the mythical world, theater, and poetry come together.
Ms. Levoix will be the lead vocalist, accompanied by Mr. Lemmy on a guitar and as backup vocalist. Let's warmly welcome Marie-Josée Rose-Levoix and Sylvain Lemmy, who will perform To Prince, an original composition based on Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem.
En passant près du bistrot de Paris, pourquoi cet attroupement? Oh, le prince, mon cœur qui bat la chamade, voilà longtemps qu'on s'est croisés. Oh, le prince, j'ai presque oublié comme tu es beau. Ou peut-être as-tu plus de charme avec l'âge. Une étincelle de sagesse qui pétille dans tes yeux. Oh, le prince, la dignité orne ton visage. Tes paroles coulent avec sincérité, tant de chaleur. Émerveillé et fier, j'observe de loin, avec adoration et amour. Déjà tu peux assumer la charge de la nation. Oh, le prince, et ta beauté suffirait à faire fondre tous les cœurs, surtout le mien. Je suis plus sereine en te voyant accomplir ta mission avec grâce. Hey! Mais derrière ce sourire des plus radieux, aurais-je perçu un voile de solitude. Combien je donnerais tout pour te réconforter un temps. Oh, le prince, tenir ta main, marcher à tes côtés,
Quand ce monde éphémère n'a plus grand-chose à offrir, je voudrais te faire entrevoir des scènes des Shangri-La, de l'Éden longtemps oublié. Simplement t'offrir un massage, une sérénade pour ton âme. Jouer les mélodies de pays reculés que tu n'as pas encore visités. Te conter les miracles que j'ai vécus sur mon chemin. Ou simplement placer ta tête fatiguée sur l'oreiller de nuages pour te mener sur l'avenue du pur amour. Te baigner d'eau de pétales de roses parfumées, chaleureuse chandelle, tendre mélodie. Te lire quelques enseignements d'autrefois pleins de sagesse et de merveille. Te plonger dans les rêves plus doux que les lotus d'Orient.
Plus frais que la pluie d'été.
Oh, Paris, l'été sous la pluie, où nous pouvons nous dissimuler derrière les masques, nous glisser incognito au cinéma,
Popcorn, cola,
rire, grimacer avec l'action, critiquer certains petits rôles.
Puis nous allons au restaurant chinois. Tu exhibes ton doigté aux baguettes, où nous restons assis mais enlacés. Ou marchons en rigolant le soir au parc, ou allons manger des pizzas tout juste sorties du four à bois.
En parlant de choses qui ne concernent
Que nous,
que nous.
Ton allure magnétique, plus attirante que jamais, me fait rêver
la
de
vie
tout
quand
cela.
personne n'est là pour partager toute cette joie, tout ce bonheur et la solitude. Oh, 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 oh.
Et la solitude peut être parfois bien trop déplaisante. Oui, nous avons vécu cela avant, emprunts tous deux du souvenir.
Oh, le prince,
avant que le dernier rideau froidement ne se tire.
oh, le prince, avant que la vie ne rédige un nouveau scénario. Quand nous étions pour l'éternité plongés dans le regard l'un de l'autre, quand notre amour était la vie.
Maintenant ce monde n'est jamais assez bien
pour que de nous, oh, le prince,
mais heureuse tout de même que tu sois redescendu.
Oh, le prince, car c'est notre dernière rencontre dans ce royaume physique, ne fût-ce que quelques aperçus.
Dans le continuum de l'existence, nous nous sommes dit bonjour.
Nous nous disons au revoir, oh, à combien de reprises.
C'est une telle souffrance,
tel
plaisir, de voir l'amant de plusieurs vies,
si proche et pourtant si loin.
Cela rend le cœur
fébrile, comme de languir des lieux d'antan. Le prince, le prince.
That was wonderful. Merci. Thank you for that beautiful performance.
So you've learned a few words in French.
Merci.
Je vous en prie. Our next performance by Asian Arts Talents Foundation, a non-profit organisation that supports Asian arts, education and culture. dancers of the foundation will be performing a very colourful dance called Dreaming of Dan Huang.
Dreaming of Dan Huang portrays the fairies illustrated on wall paintings. Some of the fairies carry either musical instruments or lotus flowers in their hands, while other fairies wear splendidly colored ribbons. The graceful and elegant movements of their dance entice the audience to enter the heavenly realm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dreaming of Dan Huang by the Asian Arts Talents Foundation.
If I can move so gracefully like that.
It was beautiful, so ethereal and delicate.
It is not so, my love. Makes me think of being together with someone who meant so much to you, and they're always with you, whether or not they're actually literally holding your hand. They are with you in your heart, in your soul. And I loved it. I believe that the simple structure of Master Ching Hai's poetry, which is very clear and very heartfelt, matched with music that soars, but also it's very buoyant. It just sort of like rain, like a light rain. It just sort of permeates the air and floats. Al Kasha just knows how to structure his songs very beautifully around her poetry, and it's like they never go away. They just don't leave you because they're so impermeable. They just get inside of your consciousness and your heart, and and the tunes. So they're beautiful songs.
It is not so, my love, we're not of the earthly race. It is not so, my love, we are from a magnificent palace.
I've read many poems. I own some of her books, and I listen to her. I love what she is trying to say, and what she is succeeding in saying.
I also saw that you had a meal with Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Breakfast brunch. She was so funny. She's so cute. She's adorable. She's very sweet and humble and accommodating, and it's something that we can all learn from.
I am afraid it reminds me too much of someone who is so deep in my
And Old Lover. What do you feel about that poem?
Very much the same thing, in that a friend or someone who is very, very close to you, that you have very deep affection for, who makes you feel good about yourself, and something that person gave to you, whether it be something spiritual they gave to you, or through their love, or through their friendship, made you evolve in a certain way, and it's something that you carry throughout your life.
When I was contacted for this original song, My Home, which I think is absolutely beautiful, they wanted a very Celtic sound. When I found out it was an original composition and I was going to be the first one to sing it, I'm so delighted. I love the pictures it paints. My Home, it's a banquet for the eyes. When you listen to this song, it's like seeing a movie of all these beautiful images. I think the one that sticks with me is the forest paths intimate as an embrace. And I love the part about in the distance the ocean chimes in poetry. Supreme Master Ching Hai, I think she's an amazing poet as well as an amazing designer and a very gifted woman. All the things she does completely blow me away.
Loving friends make the heart grow fonder. Animals and birds mingle like close acquaintances.
Just walking in that dome that was built with all her designs and books, I could just feel her energy, and it brought tears to my eyes. She's a loving presence, and I would just love to meet her. What an inspiration.
it's an honor to be here, and of course was difficult to cancel the other, but I wanted to be here and to perform in this beautiful stage, this beautiful poem of Supreme Master Chin Hai. So it's just an honor, and I try to do all my best to be here.
And today you sang The Love of Centuries. What touched you about that poem when you first read it?
Yeah, it's just uplifting and so peaceful, and it's beautiful to know that there are other people searching for peace and love, and this poem, it's really uplifting and talking about other planet and dimension, and you really realize that our soul can expand and feel the love despite the problem that sometimes we see in this world.
The song has a dramatic, cosmological, infinite feel to it because it's about, beings from many miles away and how big space and time are, and so it has this spaciousness to it. And that conjured up for me a feeling of orchestral, kind of large sound. Georgia, I just fell in love with her sound. She's just a lovely person, and I'm really excited about her contribution to this.
She's such a talented and amazing composer, and it's very positive and nice. And to meet here so many talented artists, all of us working for the best and for the light.
I congratulate Supreme Master Ching Hai on the publication of her new book, The Love of Centuries. It's a wonderfully insightful window into the human soul. Most of it was written when she was very young, and you see the development of thoughts, of the empathy that she now displays so vividly towards the world. You can see the genesis of that when you read these words. They're beautiful poems, and I highly recommend it to anybody.
Supreme Master, congratulations on this new book, and I look forward to reading it. And keep up the great work. You reach out to so many people, and you do such a wonderful job. If you could reach me, you could reach almost anybody, because I'm not that easy to reach. So I appreciate it, and thank you very much for all you do. You're wonderful.
My name is Ricky Byers-Beckwith. I'm the Music and Arts Director at the Agape International Spiritual Center.
I want to be better, and opening for God to make me stronger.
That international was Michael Beckwith's idea. And he's a visionary. And when he called the choir the Agape International Choir, in my mind I'm thinking like, wow, that's a lot of words, and we haven't gone anywhere. What is that vision? And now we have so many different people from places all over the world that are in our choir.
A word with the Buddha stone statue. What did you feel about that one?
Yes, like Bill Cunliffe, the music composer, said, it's a perfect poem for the Japan problem that, they just lived. So we just hope that this world that sometimes can seem full of misery can again start to shine. And, I think the help of Supreme Master Chin Hai and all the people that follow her and all the people that are spiritual, I think we can help this world to be a better place, and together, make it like heaven here on this world. So it's very uplifting for me to sing peaceful poem full of love.
live mine. Joy and sorrow hand in hand, o'er his Christ, o'er his carrying.
Supreme Master, congratulations on your new book. I know it's a great book, and I know it's full of wisdom because you're full of wisdom, and you spread that wisdom to the world. So I can't wait to read it, and thank you so very much.
Master Ching Hai, I appreciate this. I think the whole world should come together and come to this event.
I think Master Ching Hai is a shining example of what we're capable of being and doing as human beings. First of all, when I met her personally at the event in Mexico last year to coincide with the Global Warming Conference, I was amazed at her humility and what a really sweet, lovely person she is. Warm and just wonderful and very kind. In her presence, you're aware of someone who's profoundly enlightened, and it was just wonderful. I admire her so much for what she does and what she stands for.
I want to study the book and go much further into depth with it. But what I have absorbed has been really, really very comforting, and I relate and really think it's a wonderful message.
Hi, this is Doug Katsaris. Be veg, go green to save the planet.